Super featherweights Oshaki Foster and Stephen Fulton will finally get a chance to meet up on Saturday, December 6th, for Foster's WBC Junior Lightweight title. Let's talk about this matchup that has been scheduled and rescheduled several times. The showdown between Oshaki Foster and Stephen Fulton is finally going to take place on Saturday, December 6th. It'll be on the undercard where we'll see the challenge of Lamont Roach and Isaac Pitbull Cruz. This fight between two prominent fighters in the sport has been talked about and scheduled only to be rescheduled several times over. But this time in a card that'll feature a battle of mighty many men should be something to tantalize the people, as a PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video takes place. When you talk about Oshaki Foster, he has been a fighter who has had his druthers. He has had circumstances that has seen him with his career of 23 wins, 3 losses, and 12 KOs get not only challenged, but to show him persevere against the challenges that he has faced. He hasn't had it easy, and he has always sought to fight the most quality of opponents that are available. In fact, there have been several who have moved away. Now, moving toward him has been Stephen Fulton, whose record of 23 wins, 1 loss, and 8 KOs sees him trying to become a champion in another division after challenging Naoya Inoue back in July of 2023, where he lost an opportunity at Undisputed. But he has come back since with 2 wins, and one of them being an avenged win against Brandon Figueroa, a unanimous decision win. Foster, who himself had a rough go in July of 2024, losing a split decision and his title to Robertson Consecao in a fight that many felt like he was jobbed, including the ringside observers and analysts who covered the fight. He followed it up with a split decision victory later in the year in November and received his titles back. In the meantime, Fulton, who decided to move up to the super featherweight division and challenge him for his belt after campaigning at regular featherweight, he recognizes that he doesn't want to cut the weights anymore, so he's looking to move up. And at the age of 31, he's what you would call a fat featherweight, being above the weight class. Now, though Foster is 32 years of age, he has always kept himself in pristine shape and has looked for all the challenges, including even when Shakur Stevenson was at the weight class, he looked for a battle against Shakur. Overall, Fulton has the type of skills and ability, when he's in shape, when he's focused and motivated, to provide quite the challenge, flip side of Oshaki Foster. But I believe that both of these men, they bring similar characteristics as fighters to the ring. What is different is their resolve, both what's under the hood and what motivates them. Oshaki Foster is a guy that relishes the challenge. I can think back to his fight against Eduardo Hernandez, where he fought him in Mexico in his hometown and had to pull that fight out with a late stoppage, where he was battling with all the odds stacked against him, and he showed the characteristic traits of a winning fighter. Now Fulton, who has also showed characteristic winning traits in both battles against Brandon Figueroa, but I was very disappointed in his performance against Inoue because I had stated before he went over to Japan to face the fighter, he could not let Inoue tee off or score and land punches against him, and he did exactly that and found himself being stopped. He says now that he doesn't want to be at those lower weights and he's looking to move up and possibly even past the junior lightweight division. But he's gonna have to be in shape and be focused for a fighter like O'Shaquie Foster, who is not gonna take it easy on him. He's not gonna give him any type of excuses. And I believe coming out of this affair, O'Shaquie Foster is going to prove to the boxing world that he has established himself as one of the solid champions in the divisions of boxing, not only because of the adversities he's faced and overcome, but because he is highly motivated to be better than where people hold him in the sport. But what do you think? This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you think. Coming up December 6th, we'll have a real breakdown as we get closer to the fight. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.